everybody, this is Timmy from Experimental RC, and this week for the RC show I originally planned to fly this guy here. However, the weather just wouldn't cooperate with me, and also my LiPo charger blew a fuse, so I guess that's what I get for making plans. Anyways, instead of flying him, I'll be test flying the Parkzone Vapor over here. Now this is just the exact same Vapor you would buy from the box, only I did make one slight modification. As you can see here, I beefed up the landing gear a bit after reading lots of stories about landing gear breaking, and that should hopefully help survive my vicious test flying. So anyway, I try a few things with it. I try flying it in the living room, doing some high alpha and kind of hovering around a little bit. And I also see how it flies in a little bit of wind, so let's go ahead and watch that. So let's start out with the high alpha indoor testing. As you can see, this plane is doing really well in an area the size of a small room, and it deals quite well with being bumped by obstacles or whatever. And here I'm just kind of playing around with the stall characteristics, and it actually has enough power, it can almost hover. It's really an amazing plane to fly and a lot of fun, and I definitely recommend it for anyone who's had any experience flying, and even for a beginner if you have a gym or a large open space to try it in. So you've seen it fly inside, now let's see how it does in a little bit of wind. So I'm flying here in about 3 or 4 kilometers an hour winds, and as you can see it flies very slowly into the wind and not too quickly when it goes with the wind. It's still really gentle to fly even in that much wind, and it's still quite predictable, although I wouldn't recommend a brand new flyer to be flying in any wind at all. But for someone who's had a bit of experience, it's not too bad at all. This is definitely a great plane to have. It's really nice to have something to fly inside for those weeks when you're just waiting for the wind to calm down or whatever to get out and fly your big planes. It's just really good to have this to keep you into RC and whatnot. I strongly recommend it as a plane to have because cheaper indoor planes won't fly at all as long or aren't near as fun to fly. As you can see, I'm having quite a bit of fun with this one here. So that's all for this week, and I will have a lot of new and interesting things coming out right away. I have a big brushless motor coming in the mail from Hong Kong that I'm gonna try to use to make a really fast electric bike. So that'll be on the Friday non-related to RC show. And also on Tuesdays in the near future, I plan to do some modifications with my box wing plane here. Maybe try putting ailerons on and try some other cool things. One thing I probably will try is to put a parachute on it, so if anything goes wrong in the air, I could just activate the parachute and it would safely float down. But we'll see where that goes, and thanks for watching this week's Experimental RC show.